Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be taking a look at my first InArt figure, and this is Harry Potter from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer Stone or the Philosopher's Stone. And the box is so big that you really can't see the whole thing in frame. So this is the front of the box, and it has this slip cover, which is really cool. And then there's some yellow accents. And then the box is pretty standard, I guess. It just has the stone on the front. It says Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And then it says Harry Potter on the side there. It has a picture of Harry and Hedwig right there. And then it says Harry Potter and 1/6 scale collectible figure, and then it says InArt there. So I'm going to take the plastic off and we will go from there. So the box is kind of like I guess you could say like kind of a book kind of thing. It kind of reminds me of like the art figures boxes from the Punisher figures that I had. But this is what you'll see when you open it up. Looks like the instruction manual is there, right on top. I'm just gonna let this kind of rest. And there's a couple other things in there. And we got that. So I'm going to take a look at this and we'll be back. So this is what was in that envelope here. And then we have the operation guide, which I will read. And then we have this, which is really cool. It's kind of like just a card. So just going over some of the instruction manual. It's pretty in-depth, honestly. Alright, so there were a couple things scattered. This is probably part of the base. We have some letters here. We have his books. Probably some of the hands right there. We got the body. Have, it looks like his ticket. Looks like some display base pieces. We have his owl, a lantern, some other pieces in there. And then this comes up. We have the head sculpt right there. We have a couple other pieces probably from the base. And that looks like the hat maybe. We have the cage for Hedwig, I believe. So there's so much that comes with this figure. So I'm going to just start taking stuff out. And we'll go from there. Alright, so I guess we'll start with these letters because they were just flopping around in there. So we have, I think, his acceptance letter, his ticket, but all this stuff is really, really cool. we have a sealed envelope, it looks like. Very cool. We have a wand holding hand, I think. Another gripping hand, maybe for the lantern. This may be a hand to hold the book. I know I probably should be taking them out of the plastic. We have some gloved hands too for the winter. This looks like it's for holding the wand. Have an open palmed hand. Another open palm hand for the other side. Looks like a fisted gloved hand. Looks like a wand holding hand without the glove. Maybe another gripping hand for something. And it looks like another gripping hand. Next we have the lantern, and everything is in plastic. We have his wand. We have the wand box. We have his owl. I think this goes on his arm so that you can have the owl sitting on his forearm. We have his broom, which real bristles. That's neat. His chocolate frogs. And the case for them. I know I'm going kind of fast. I will take all the accessories out after and just, do a wide spread of them. I just don't want the video to be super long. We have one of his books here. Another book. I think this is the potion one. Another book. And then we have this other book here. Magical Theory. And then on top we have, this is like the top of the base. Just wood pattern. And then we have his display base, which it has a base that kind of pops up And to be honest, I might use the base, but I want to use a small one, I think, for now at least. Because I am kind of on limited space, but I really wanted to open these guys up. Especially because I've seen a lot of videos of people saying the head sculpt was just rolling around in there. So that kind of scared me. So I wanted to open these guys up and make sure they're good. So we're going to take this layer off and move it aside. We have his scarf. I think this is the winter cloak, or his jacket that he puts over his cloak. The cage for Hedwig. The sorting hat. I'll take this one out so you can see it. Really cool. We have his glasses. And I know that there's been custom artists out there that made a couple. I don't know if these are, I think they're plastic. So yeah, I think Full Metal Customs did a pair of real metal glasses. And now we have the head sculpt, which it looks like it's really nicely protected. I don't know if they changed the way they have these protected, but on the videos I've seen, this was not the same thing that they did. So maybe they did another batch that was better protected. I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to take the figure out. I'm going to build him, and then I'm also going to just put a whole bunch of accessories on my table so you can see them. So as I was starting to take stuff out, I noticed I didn't really show this off. It's part of the diorama, but I don't think I'm going to take this out. I think I'm just going to leave it in the box. I want to eventually be able to display this, but for now, I'm not going to be able to do that. So for now, he's going to stay in the box. Alright guys, so this is how the figure is so far. And I am going to probably swap out his hands and probably put the wand in his hand and everything. But I think for now, that's probably how I'm going to display him, except for the hands. But I just want to get all the accessories and everything out here. So you see the broom, you see Hedwig. So he has pegs, so that plastic piece is for him to sit on Harry's forearm. We have a book. I'll put my phone on the tripod so we can open up the books and see more. We have his cage, which you can see it has the pegs in there. And I think, yeah, this is actually metal here, so that's really cool. And we have a scarf. We have the wand box and the wand. We have his chocolate frogs. We have a picture of Dumbledore, which he did, that's the one he got when he was on the train. And then we have the box. I think this is for the chocolate frogs. We have the letter here. We have all of his hands. Then we have the Sorcerer Stone. And I think this is supposed to also be the Sorcerer Stone, just wrapped up. And then we have the lantern here. And then we have the winter cloak. And then we have his, or not his, but we have the sorting hat, which is also cool. I feel like this is a character in itself. I would like to display the hat too, but I don't know if I am going to. I might have it like on the base or something like that. But eventually I would like to display everything, like all the books, maybe this and Hedwig inside it, and then the base. But I don't have the space for that right now, so I'm going to just display the figure. I want to get a new case eventually where it's just going to be the InArt Harry Potter figures, because I have all of the other ones on order as well. So yeah, I'm going to decide what hands I'm going to put on Harry and put all the accessories back in the box that I will not be using, and we will be back. So I did say I wanted to show these off too, but this is the Magical Theory book, and it does have miniature print throughout the book, which is awesome. We have this book right here, which it says magical, I think it's crafts and potions. So this one has some printing in it too. Incredible. We have this book, which is Flying with the Cannons, I think that's what it says there. But I don't think this one has any print in it. The paper is textured, which is really cool. And then we have this book, which has his family picture right there. And a picture with his friends, Hermione and Ron. And then I think those are the only two pictures in there. There aren't any more. But awesome. And I'm not sure if you want to see more of the letters or anything like that. We won't really focus on the ticket. Let's see if that works with the ticket. So yeah, I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff in the box, get the figure finished up, ready to go, and we'll be back. And it does come with extra wrist pegs, so that's great. Alright guys, so I have the other hand on him. I think this is how I want to display him for now. But just going down the figure real quick, this head sculpt is incredible. You know, with the real hair and everything. Then you can see the tailoring. School uniform. The only thing that I don't really love is that he doesn't actually have a hood. It's kind of just a little flap there. I wish they would have actually made the full hood. It would have just added more realism, in my opinion. Hi, Jake from the future here. I'm pretty sure that flap, or the not full hood, is actually accurate to the movie. After watching the movie again, I'm pretty sure they did not have full hoods in the first movie, and it was just a flap, so that is accurate. But yeah, so this is pretty much the figure. I'm going to put him in my case and see if I can just put the sorting hat, like, at his feet right here. Well, other than that, I love this figure, and I am so excited that I'm able to add this guy to my collection. If you guys have any questions or want to see more of this figure, feel free to comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great day.